Good morning, guys. Everybody, is the mic working today? Everyone hear me okay? How are you guys doing on this Hump Day Wednesday? Traders, we got a lot going on. SG, good morning. Good to see you in here. And Joseph, good morning to you as well. Mr. K, I'm honored to be called Mr. Terry? Yup. All right. Good to know, traders. Well, there is a lot going on today, guys. There is a lot going on today. If anyone tells you this is a slow market, then they have no clue what they're talking about. Loud and clear. Is it too loud? What about now? What about now? There you go. Nate, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. All right, traders, let's get right into today. Thomas Rowe, what's going on? ACB, guys, we're going to want to pull this one up this morning from $8 all the way up to $8.74 right now. Let's dig into ACB. They're breaking into the German market, guys. They appointed a new advisor, a billionaire advisor. What ACB did was really smart with their PR. I mean, they came out with all the right words in the PR that all of us stupid people like me can understand. Exploring potential partnerships. Their advisor, he will advise the companies on global expansion strategy. I mean, those are all words we want to see. Global expansion strategy. And this new advisor, he's a globally recognized business visionary with a strong track record of constructive engagement to generate accelerated profitable growth. So it doesn't get much more exciting than that in a PR. They knew what they were doing there on ACB. Now, what's going on here with ACB? Topped out about 905, guys. What I want you to notice on ACB is the pattern that already formed in pre-market. This is a pattern I trade very often. Descending triangle. So what we do is we have this kind of euphoric experience here. Green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, just green after green after green. And what we want to do is wait for the pattern to form there. We get a little descending triangle. We're making lower highs. We have that base support around 895. Then we end up cracking that. I want to show you guys another example of that real quick. Because we pull up these stocks, we go over the fundamentals, we look at the companies, but at the end of the day, guys, we're day traders. We're not investors. People ask me all the time. I say I just kind of avoid telling people I trade stocks because it always just leads down the same rabbit hole. Oh, what should I invest in? I don't know what you should invest in. I don't know anything about the companies I trade. I just day trade, intraday trading. What was the other one yesterday? It was VVPR, I think. Yeah, VVPR. Okay, this one yesterday formed a descending triangle as well, traders. If we go ahead and look at this, it's the same exact thing, guys. Always be prepared for this. When a stock starts breaking out, having that breakout, euphoric experience, then we start forming the pattern. Descending triangle, lower highs, base support. We end up cracking that, starts fading on off later in the day. VVPR did round back up, have a nice breakout there. But once we see this, like on ACB, SG, can a stock get halted in pre-market? Yeah, we see halts in pre-market frequently. Most of the time they're on news. It's like a news halt, less of volatility halts in pre-market. But ACB, that's what we're seeing here, guys. We're on a trend right now. If we were to draw a trend line out, let's go ahead and draw that trend line out. This is what we're on right now. If you want to trade this on the long side, that's what we'd be looking for on ACB. Right off of that 870, 875 area is going to be that $0.25. Also right off that trend line. We do have support at 865 as well. So if you're looking to pick this up on the long side, this wouldn't be a bad area, risking off of 865. Will I be trading it? Probably not. There's so many opportunities today, traders. There's a lot to be looking at. I mean, a lot of stocks. We're going to end up seeing which one gets it. I'm going to prepare us all for the stocks that I think have the best potential today to run, to get that hype and volume on them. ACB is our leading gapper, though, so we'll go ahead and knock that one out of the park. All right, what else are we looking at this morning, traders? Go ahead and throw this one on your watch list here. ALRN, this one grinded up nicely yesterday, had some nice volume pushing into it at the close of the day, hit a high of 228 in after hours. This is what we call the hangover. If you don't know what that is, go visit intensitystockwatch.com. You guys will figure that out very quickly. This one sitting a little stagnant here, $2. And what happens is these buyers who came all in, you see this volume, about 100,000 shares or so, came in at the end of the day looking for this to ramp on up and then gap up higher. It's not gapping up higher. They're going to end up fading on off, ALRN. That's what this one's called, a hangover candidate. Should sell off a little bit more. We might see a little pop at the start of the day. This one's only up about 50 cents from its open yesterday, though. So it's not the best hangover that we see. But there still is some potential in ALRN as well. Let's go ahead and throw that one on your watch list. Now, the next stock that's popping on up, traders, is a low float stock. And you know how we love these low float stocks. PAVM. This one I'm getting pretty excited about. I want this one higher. Really want PAVM a little bit higher. They came out with groundbreaking implantable intraosseous, I don't even know what that means, vascular access device achieves unprecedented maintenance. 60, yeah. So who cares? Who cares what that PR says, the headline says? We just want to look at it, see what kind of hype's going to come into it. Because if we look at a PR like PAVM versus a PR headline like ACB, quite different. You know, over the years of reading these, I understand what brings in a lot of traders. And it's those words that most people understand. A company could come out with a PR that's just incredible. I mean, it's groundbreaking. But if no one understands it, no one's going to be buying it. It's all about the psychological part of trading. So PAVM, I want this a little bit higher. I do have shorts here on PAVM. 114 is going to be that 200-day moving average. 142 is going to be some resistance here as well on it. 150 is going to be pretty solid resistance on it. But the thing is, I want a little bit higher. I'm not looking at a short on it right now. It's only gapping up from $1 to 126. Thomas Rowe, ACB long at 778, and Jerry in the house, man, what's going on? Good to see you in here. PAVM, less shorts are going to get interested on a stock that's only gapping up about 25 cents right now. PAVM, here's a little bit of a pattern here on it, breaking above that 200-day. What I want on this, you see 150 is going to be pretty tough resistance going all the way back here. We can draw that trend line out for you guys so you can see that. Visualize this a little bit. 160-ish. So we're going to have a lot of tough resistance here. But then 175 is really going to be, if it breaks above 160, 175 is going to be very tough. So we could start with a starter position on this as it's working its way on up. If it does, it's testing out VWAP right now on PAVM. Would love a short on this if it gives us the opportunity. Now, traders, that's what we talk about a lot. We got to let these come to us. DTEA is popping up right now. What's going on here? All right, DTEA. I don't see a PR on this one. Up about 30 cents right now. We'll keep this one on watch. DTEA. There's a lot of stocks, guys, that are gapping up. A lot to be looking at. It's a little hectic out there right now. All right. So that's PAVM, guys. We went over ACB as well. Let's continue down the watch list. There's a lot to be looking at here. All right. I'll skip that one for now. AWSM. Yeah, AWSM, this one over the last couple weeks has been getting a little bit of attention here and there. This one popped up, hit about $5. Ended up being a nice short on it, on AWSM. If we look at the, you know, we've gone over this one several times. It's starting to really try to work, guys. I mean, we were calling this out back at January when this was at 115. I remember us talking about AWSM. This one is gearing up. I mean, it's gearing up. This is what it's done in the past, gone up $22. It's got a trend line on it. Look at this trend line, guys, on the daily. This is on the daily. It's getting some volume here and there. I think this one's gearing up, getting ready to do something here in the next, you know, few weeks, month or so on AWSM. So we're going to keep this one on watch. Today, it didn't come out with a PR. Hit 5, down to 430 right now. Just know that this one's gapping up a little bit. And, of course, throw this one on your back burner on AWSM. Shore for sure, TEUM. Yeah, we can go over TEUM. That one, get a nice little gap up this morning. What ideally I would want on TEUM, sure for sure. This one has a all-time high 3 years ago when it opened up at 550. Just like a couple months ago, this thing was at $1.50, $1.45. So really getting overextended here on TEUM. 550 is going to be that high. What I would like to see on this is similar to what we saw on SFIX yesterday. I don't know if we'll get it though. I do have shorts here on TEUM. If this gets a just a gap and go right when the market opens, I'll start looking for that pattern, kind of like we did on SFIX, and then start looking for a short on it. Understanding that 550 is going to be tough resistance. $5 is going to be very tough resistance as well on TEUM. But this is something I would know. You know, be careful when you're shorting these parabolics, especially if you don't have a predefined risk set, because it's got me in trouble several times. So we can let these things form a high and then pull back, and then we can start, you know, finding that entry, risking off of the high a day. Just always understanding where that risk level is. That's how I did. That's what I did with SFIX yesterday. Just kind of waited. That way I could have a clear risk that I could really be risking off of. So I'm not just getting in and then hoping. If that makes any sense, trader. All right, that's going to be TEUM there for you, sure for sure. I hope that helped a little bit. There's a lot to look at, so I got to be flying through some of these. There's a lot gapping up there. All right, let's go through. I'm going to fly through some of these. They're not getting the attention that they need right now. Volatility, good morning to you. Let's get it today. Absolutely. So AGEN, that one's popping up. They had a milestone. They triggered $7.5 million payout from Gilead. That's AGEN. That one's going to have a lot of resistance overhead on AGEN. Not gapping up the most right now. I'm just going to be kind of spitfiring these traders, these stocks that are gapping up right now. Then I'll narrow the list down at the end so I can have a clear watch list. That's AGEN. VTGN, this one came out with a PR this morning as that, well, they received a notice of allowance for additional U.S. patents regarding methods of production for their drug AV101. VTGN getting a little bit of a gap up there. Just a little bit of volume. Nothing to get too excited about on VTGN. And then we have CLNE, that one's gapping up this morning, sitting at about 250. CLNE, I do have shorts here. 275 is going to be really solid resistance on CLNE. Not very interested right now, sitting at 247 on a short. We'll see if that one can get a little bit higher for us to take a position there. And then traders, this is one that I get excited about. All right, I don't see a PR here, but that's okay. Did BPTH have a PR? No. Other than yesterday when they came out with an offering. Yeah, Terry, I'm too nervous to play those gap and goes. I'm not buying. Yeah, it's kind of gambling, you know. Don't be buying right at the start of the day. You know, wait for these to set on up. If you want to really, you know, start building an edge, you know, so that you can define your risk. Yeah, gap and goes, they're not 100%. So IDRA, I want to go over this one. IDRA, this one excites me, guys. There's nothing even going on with IDRA right now. It's just sitting still here, but you know me, watching BPTH, no news, had no catalyst, was a former runner, lower float. This one here, if we look at the 6-month chart on it, it's getting squeezed. So this is a pattern that I know chat rooms look at, especially if this one's gapping up. There's going to be some chat rooms that probably do see this and get excited for the opportunity here. A little squeeze pattern breaking up through $3. IDRA, this one's light on volume, but if it ends up breaking $3, make sure you're prepared for that. Not saying it will on the IDRA. I'm just saying throw it on your watch list, on your back burner. on IDRA in case it gets volume and breaks $3 if chat room starts moving into that one. On IDRA. That would be I would be going. I haven't logged in several weeks. IDRA, that one breaking $3. I can see chat room moving into that. I would take a position long on that one. But trying to stay short today. And PAVM, I do have shorts there. They came out with the PR. I want to see that one a little bit higher on PAVM. Ideally get a little spike at the start of the day and test those pre-market highs on PAVM, you know, getting up to around 150. That would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. TEUM, want to see that one, see if it gets parabolic out of the gates. TEUM, this one, you know, it's not the lowest float. Recently, it did go from about 325 to 375, so it moved 50 cents intraday. It's not one that's going to move really, really quick on TEUM, but we could get a spike out of the start of the day, test 472, maybe break that out, and then, you know, gear up to $5, testing that out. On TEUM. So, yep. You have to watch. You guys are talking about BPTH. Yeah, BPTH. I'm a sideline guy on BPTH. Just going to end up watching that one. This one's still sitting at $34. It's pretty funny. What pattern is this, guys? On BPTH. The cup in hand. I don't know. Some might see that as the cup in hand. I'm not trading any pattern on BPTH. It could be a fake out breakout all day. BPTH does its own thing, all right? It does its own thing. And it has showed us that, you know? It has absolutely shown us that. Shorting's no, yeah, it's not, SG, it don't cost anything to short unless you're finding hard to borrow shares. Yeah, Terry, the day that BPTH went up to $75, dude, I watched that thing drop $10 in a matter of seconds. So traders, let's go ahead and narrow that list down. What are we looking at this morning here? We got about 12 minutes until the market opens on up this morning. ACB, if you were getting into that, just risking off of, you know, the crack under 865, that's going to be support on that if you wanted to trade ACB. And then next, PAVM, want to see if that one's going to really get a nice spike out of the gates that we can start building a position into on that. You know, the SFIX trade yesterday I really like, guys. I want to see more gap and goes and then short into them and let some of those shares ride on out. I like you a lot, guys. You don't pay per share. It's the same as if you were locating the shares, SG, you would pay per share to locate them. But if the stock is available to short, it's just going to be the same as the long as far as what you pay. Unless you're holding overnight, then there's different fees. So, yep, that's PAVM, ACB, IDRA. Going to watch that one carefully. See if that one ends up getting some volume, breaking $3. And then going to be, you know, watching TEUM. Those are probably my favorite stocks to watch this morning. TEUM, IDRA if it gets volume, PAVM, and then ACB. We'll watch that one, of course, as well. And then other than that, guys, it's going to be the scanners. Looking for a good scanner trade today. All right, so guys, Kevin, can you go over the application on how to apply to CMEG? I'll look into that, Joseph. If that would help a lot of people out, then yeah, I'll absolutely go over that. Won't be a problem at all. Any questions, guys, before we start wrapping up this morning? We got about 10 minutes until the market opens on up. That's what we're looking at this morning, traders. Our leading gapper with ACB, going to see how that one opens on up. I do not have shorts there. But that one was a textbook. That one had a textbook descending triangle pattern in pre-market. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Just like on VVTR yesterday, guys. VVTR, perfect descending triangle as well. You want to look for these parabolic moves, and then they form this descending triangle that you want. And the thing is, a lot of long buys traders, they're thinking this is consolidating, so they're scooping this thing up. Nope, it's a descending triangle. ACB, same as VVPR yesterday. Same exact thing, guys. It's not rocket science. Textbook DT right there. All right. And Jonathan, why does CMAG want you to have income proof? I don't get it. I really don't even know, Jonathan. That's a great question. Probably just because, I don't know, it could just be a legality thing. All right, traders, any questions at all before we wrap up today? Got about 5 minutes until the market opens on up. Going to end the stream here shortly today. Any questions at all, guys? If you want these scanners, there's going to be a link. Yeah, I don't know, Jonathan. I'm sorry. I should know that. There's going to be a link in the description for you guys if you want to go ahead and pick up these scanners. Ron, that's what I'm here for, baby. That is what I'm here for, to help. I'm not making any money doing this. I love helping you guys out. It's fun serving. It is absolutely fun serving. You know, the most miserable people I ever meet are ones who have not figured out that they were put on this. Well, I'm not going to get too deep there, but once you realize that you're here to serve, life gets a lot better. All right, traders, that is probably going to wrap up today. We are going to have a great day today, guys. A lot to be looking at. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up today. Let me know in the comment section on the video how you guys do in today's video. And traders, we will see you all first thing tomorrow morning.